Friends, welcome to yet another session of Zentangle Ensembles. I'm Sanyukta Saxena, and this will be the fifth session, I think, on ensembles. Today, I have a set of round tiles with me. They are Zendalas, but they are little small in size. Instead of 4.5 inch, they are about 4 inches in diameter. Yes, and today again we are going to be drawing a beautiful, in fact, 4 tiles creating an ensemble. Yes. So I have done little bit of groundwork. What I have done here is with a pencil I have drawn this string on each of the tiles. Yes, basically created this kind of a shape. I'll just show you what. Somewhere just roughly find the center point and then just create this kind of a shape on two sides, something like this. Yes, so I have done that exercise for all the 4 tiles that I have here, and now I'm going to straight start to ink it and draw a tangle called Banzo inside it. Yes, so first and foremost, ink the string. I'm using a bolder nib first because I would be doing a lot of inking. I would insert the tangle Banzo inside it. I'm adding an aura. Yes, once you have added an aura, now is the time to insert the tangle Banzo. Yes, a series of C shapes like this in pairs, and then we ink them. You can either leave a highlight when you are inking, or you can do that with your white chalk, whichever way you like it. Yes, so now it's the time to ink. So I'm going to leave a highlight like this and ink the rest black. In between portions you can either leave it as such, or you can even add some other tangle. Yes, so going to the second one, again ink. As you ink, leave a small highlight or a sparkle and ink the rest. If you're not comfortable working with the bold nib, you can use your O1 or PN. Again, leave a sparkle and ink the rest. Take your time as you're inking, don't haste up. This tangle is Banzo. It's a beautiful drama tangle, adds great drama to your tile. The basic stroke being the C stroke, which are inked in pairs to create this beautiful tangle Banzo. Yes, go slow and complete the inking. I will do exactly the same on the other half. Yes, that's Banzo. I will do exactly the same on this one also, and all the rest of the tiles. Yes, so let's start. The first one, the second one, third one, so I'm just going with the spaces. No, I'm not counting how many have I drawn on the other side. That's fine. Probably when I'm drawing the second one, I may, no, I don't need to do that exactly, because the string is such that, if I place it like this, then this is how the string is going to be. Yes, so they are not adjoining. So there is no need to kind of correlate. So the highlight, yeah, slowly take your time. Ink, right? So I'll do exactly the same. As I mentioned, this part of the tile will remain the same for all the 4 tiles. Yes, so do it at your own pace. Yeah. So I'm now on my last tile. I've already done the same exercise of 3 of the tiles, and now going to draw Banzo on the last. So we are working on round tiles today. However, they are a little smaller than the Zendala 4.5 inch. I have cut it to a little smaller size by about half an inch. Yes. So let's now ink in the same fashion. So I'm almost finishing here. Almost finishing with my inking. Yes. So we have done that exercise for all our 4 tiles. Now I'm going to add another tangle which is called Gorgeous. Yes, and I'm going to be placing it right here. Something like this. Yes, a petal kind of a shape. You can give a nice turn if you wish to. I'm going to keep it like a petal shape. Somewhat same in size, but not exactly too concerned about the size here. Yes, so let us first draw the Tangle Gorgeous now. I'm going to start with a finer nib. Add an aura, take it till the end. Then a thicker section. Again add an aura, take it till the end. A thicker section. Add an aura, take it till the end. Again a thicker section. Add an aura, take it till the end. A thicker section there. And finally close it. If you want, you can add one more on both sides to give it a nice shape. Yes, so I'm going to do this exercise for all. Yes, how will it look like? So it would again involve some bit of inking the bolder sections, the thicker sections, and leaving the thinner sections as such. Yes, Tangle Gorgeous. So again, some inking here. I'm not really liking the shape here, so probably I'm going to round it a little. Yes, and add orbs like these. In the lower part, here, something like this. Yes. Now we can ink. The wider sections like this. Take your time. Slowly ink all those bolder sections, the wider sections. That's generally how we do gorgeous. But again, if you don't want to ink, you think there is too much of inking, then you can always add orbs or anything else inside these sections, which I am inking. Yes. So that's one gorgeous sitting there. I'm going to draw exactly in the same fashion, just that I'm going to block the space here. Then start drawing the gorgeous. Thinner aura, thicker aura, thinner aura, thicker aura, thinner aura, thicker aura, and probably the last one like this. Yes. So that's one more gorgeous. Yes, add tipple here. Very tiny ones. And then I shall ink just the way I did for the first style. Again, I'm going to block the space. Start with gorgeous, thin aura. So I'm now inking my last gorgeous. As I already mentioned, if you think there's a lot of inking happening, since we have also done it on Banzo, you can always add some orbs or any other tangle like print arms or anything. So a whole lot of tangles that you can choose from and insert it inside your gorgeous instead of inking it if you wish to. So almost finishing there. Take your time. Do it at your own pace. Yes. Done with inking our gorgeous. Now let us add some color. Yes. So before I go ahead and add some other tangle, I'm first going to add some bit of color in the area, outside my gorgeous. So I have my pink brush pen with me today. Yes. And I'm going to be adding pink to the rest of my tile. So as we did in our previous sessions, use the brush pen to add some outline, and then you can blend it with your water brush or any other brush. since it's watercolor base, you can very comfortably blend it. Yes. So I've picked up a nice and bright pink shade. And now I'm going to use my water brush and some water. Where is my water brush? Yeah. And I'm just going to blend this. Yes. Take your time. Slowly. Blend it nicely. And let your tile, give it few minutes to dry. Don't tangle on it immediately. Yes. Nice pink pigment there. Let us do that for all our tiles. If you want, you can even change the color. That's entirely your choice. I'm going to be going with the same color for all the tiles. Take your time. Now today again we will be choosing two tangles and we will be using them alternatively. So on two tiles we will use the same tangle and we will use two different tangles on the next two tiles. So again blend. Take your time. Blend it nicely. Yes. So I'll do exactly the same for the other two tiles also. So my color has dried up. Let us start to tangle now. So all our tiles are ready for tangling. Let's get started. I'm drawing a tangle called Fops. Yes. So I'm going to divide the rest of the section into further sections, drawing a slightly curved line, double lines in fact. So first dividing the section, and then I'm going to double line each of these, add another aura. This tangle is called Fops. All the lines are curved towards the same direction. Yes. Take your time slowly. So once we are done with that, the second set of lines at an angle coming down on the next one. Yes. Coming down, coming down. These lines also, I think it will be a good idea to double line. Let's see, we can do that later also. Yes, the third set of lines now. I'm adding an aura. Again, come down. So they look like wings inside each other. The overlaps look beautiful. Tangle Focop. Yes. Take your time. So that's the basic outline of the Tangle Peacock. Yes. So I'm now going to add some bit of embellishment. Let's see. Probably, yeah, another aura inside which we can add some tangle so that the peacock look embellished. Adding a tangle called snails, basically printums connected with each other. Yes, let's do that on the next one also. Adding one more aura to the first line that we drew. Yes, drawing behind there again. Inside here I am drawing a tangle called hybrid. If you want, you can ink that section also. Will add a lot of drama. But since we already have a lot of inking, so I am just doing some line work there, adding the tangle hybrid. Yes. The rest of the space left, small little spaces in between these wings, I am going to add black. So ink it slowly, nicely. Yes. Let's now add hybrid in the next one. Yeah. And then the tangle snails or small little printums connected with each other. Just roll them in. Yes. Again adding the tangle hybrid. Lines from both sides, just like betweed, probably a simpler version of the tangle betweed. So I'll continue in this fashion. Ink the small triangular spaces which are left. Use a bolder nib. Yes. So doing the same exercise, adding hybrid. And the last one here. And I think we are done. Yes, one small space, I think snails left here. Yeah, that's about it. So that's one tile. I'm going to add a little weight to the first, I think, grid line that I drew. Maybe, or maybe later. So I'm going to do this tile in exactly the same way. Yes, start with the grid lines, a slight curve towards one side, and I'll draw this tile in exactly the same way. You can use a bolder pen if you wish to draw these first set of lines, the grid lines. Yes, and then the same process, come down, add an aura. Yeah, so I'll do exactly the same. Going to draw my snails. In the same fashion. Yes. Take your time. Slowly do this small embellishment. And the last thing that we did was adding this hybrid. Yes, so we have done two of our tiles in exactly the same way. Let us move on to the other two now. So choose any tangle of your choice. I'm going to be adding a tangle called Toodles. Yes, so let us switch pen to brown. Probably it will add some bit of it will break the monotony. There's a lot of black here. Yes, so using my brown burgundy pen, in fact you can also use your brown O1 if you want, and I'm just going to add some nice doodles. So stem, fescue on both sides, and these nice curvy petal shape. So that's one. Again, starting from the other side, center stem, two beautiful fescues, drawing behind a little and completing the doodles. Yes, moving on to the next. Again, two stems, nice and beautiful petal shapes. Moving on to the next, draw behind wherever required. Small little spaces, you can either add tipple or you can ink it if they are big. Yes, let's add more. Tangle pattern tip doodles. Two fescues starting right from the bottom, from where the stems are starting, and petals, nice petal shape on both sides of the fescue. Draw behind. Yes, so I think this much is enough. If we want, we can add more. Let us stop here. Now there are quite a few spaces in between, very tiny spaces. I would just add ink. However, in the bigger spaces, you can either add bronze shears or you can add small little tipples. Yes, so again switching pen to black, I'm going to add some nice and tiny tipples in these in between spaces where they are a little bigger. Yes, take your time. You can add some caviars or black pearls. Wherever you wish to. Yes, some tipples here and there gives a nice organic look. Yes, so let us stop here. I'm going to add some bit of weight on one side of this line. The center stem that we drew. Redoing the line adding a little extra weight. Small space here, you can comfortably add in some orbs. Yes, some bit of weight, a small little enhancement that adds to the look of your tangle. Yes, and if you want, you can always add that curl, which is in fact a part of your original tangle. So you can add it to all, or you can add it to a few. Yes. So let's do this on one more tile. I will do exactly the same exercise. Take your time. Give a nice curvy petal shape. The shape is all that matters as far as this Tangle Toodles is concerned. As I keep saying, just in case you are new to these tangles, I have my older videos where I've shown how to draw these tangles. The videos may not be very clear, however, I think the teaching part is clear and you can at least learn how to draw the basic tangle. Yes. So I'm going to finish this tile in the same fashion. So I'm done drawing the second tile with the Tangle Toodles in exactly the same way. Adding that fold to the leaves. Yes, the rest of the tile you can either leave it empty or you can just add some nice beautiful fescues coming out like this and fill up some more space. Yes, that's entirely up to you. If you want to add some more fescues, you can always go ahead and do that. Take your time. Yes. So that's about it. Let us now move on to shading. So as far as Fops are concerned, it's always a good idea to add some graphite here. Yes. So let us blend. So let us blend this much first. Soften the graphite. Yes, as far as these are concerned, you can also add some graphite. In fact, here I think it will add to the look. Don't add too much. Coming to our Banzo and Gorgeous on the two sides, the edges. So we already have a highlight in place, so there is no need to add a highlight. The lower part of our Gorgeous, there is no need to add graphite on the whites. So you can skip the whites and just add, I'm sorry, there's no need to add graphite on the black inked portions. So you can just skip the black and yes. So on both sides of Banzo, always a good idea. The highlight is already in place. As far as highlighting is concerned, so use your chalk to highlight some of the spaces. For example, the upper part of your Gorgeous. Yes, and you can also add some highlight on this part of your Ficop. So it will give a nice high and low. Yes, use a different blending stub and soften the chalk. Blend it, push it inside the paper. Yes, now comes the GellyRoll. If you want to embellish your Gorgeous a little, you can do that. Receding dots. Small little embellishment. Which will add to the look of your Gorgeous. Yes. One more thing that I feel like doing is to add a little boldness to one more line here. Which is getting lost with the shading. So I feel like redoing it. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. Last but not the least, yes, small little puffs. Since we have not added anything inside our Ficops. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to do the same for the other tile which has Fops, exactly the same thing. Yes. So I'm now shading the tiles with the Toodles, shading my Banzo in exactly the same way. Adding graphite on the whites, the lower part of my gorgeous. Blend. Yes. Blend the gorgeous. And we shall highlight the upper part of the gorgeous with the chalk. Use a different stub. Blend the chalk. And as far as the Toodles are concerned, we have already added weight on one side. Just add graphite under that, and under a little under this fold. That's all you need. A little under the fold and under the stem. Yes. So let us blend this much first. Slowly go to each. Blend the graphite. Take your time. Yes. So that's how we'll shade our Toodles. Now if you want, we can add a little chalk on the other side. Yes. So I'm using my chalk pencil, adding some bit of chalk on the other side of the Toodle. Soft touches, not too much. Spaces are small. Some highlights is all I am doing. Now blend with a different stub. Just softening the chalk. Yeah. Yes, that's about it. I'm not going to add anything else, and I'll do exactly the same for the other tile also. So I'm done with shading my Toodles also. Now time for the embellishment. Just go ahead and add those dots on the gorgeous that you did on the previous two also. Small pops or diminishing dots on your gorgeous. With your white jelly roll. Yes, so I think we are done with the tangling part. So let us now arrange. Give the jelly roll 2 minutes to dry up. And now it is up to you. How do you want to arrange it? So many ways to go about. So I'm going to keep it like this, and the other two I'm going to keep it like this. So they are complete tiles in themselves, and when kept like this, they make a beautiful ensemble too. Yes, so there are so many different ways in which you can create ensembles. I hope I have given you a few good ideas to work upon to take it further from there. Yes, so that's all about this session. I shall see you again with a few more sessions on ensembles. Have a good time. Bye bye.